So welcome everyone to our Q3 Gender Network meeting. If you wouldn't mind putting yourselves all on mute, that would be fabulous. It would be really nice if you could put into the chat group who you are and the companies that you're representing. We always encourage you to connect via LinkedIn with other network members, but remember we can connect you too. So we have a bumper meeting lined up for you today with some fantastic speakers. So I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. As ever, if you want to ask any questions, you can pop them into the chat box and our speakers will answer them. So I'm just going to share my screen with you. Just bear with me 1 second. Okay, so once again, welcome everyone. Just a quick run through of what we're going to be going through today. So obviously, most of you know who I am, Vanessa. I'm founder of Gender Networks, which is part of the wider We Are the City group. And we're going to have a little bit of a welcome and an update with me. We're going to look at a speaker from UBS, the wonderful Emma Corbishley, who's going to give us a host spotlight on UBS's network. We've got Harriet Minter in the news, her normal segment. However, she's in Saudi Arabia at the moment, so she's done it for us via YouTube, so we can give you that. We then have Reimagining Wealth Advice with Emma Wheeler, and a look at female financial empowerment from UBS Global Wealth Management. We then have a keynote from the FTSE Women's Leaders Review, Achieving Gender Balance with Denise Wilson, OBE. Then we're going to have a look at male allies. Obviously, we're coming into International Men's Day. Some of you have seen we've got a breakfast running for that. And we've also got like a brainstorming event. But this is going to give you a little bit of a taster, first of all, around what UBS are doing around their male allies program with Trevor Hall. And then we have the wonderful Daniele Fenduca from Token Man, who's going to give you some ideas. So this is just a snapshot. And obviously we can deep dive it more when we come to have our brainstorming event, which you would have had details of over the last couple of days. So hopefully we're finished off. So first of all, a warm welcome to everyone who's joined us today. These are the companies that are on the line. We have some new guests. So welcome Yardi, come to find out what we're about. So remember, if any of these companies are your clients or you see synergies in terms of doing joint events or you want to talk to them, Leona can connect you. So please do reach out. Remember, there are over 90 different members of Gender Networks that you can connect with, and we're more than happy to give you a full list. So in terms of just quick snapshot of what we've got going on over in We Are the City, in case you want to get involved, we obviously have the Engaging Men with Inclusion Breakfast. That's running at MUFG. That's at 8:30. You can book your place for that. We've got a wonderful panel lined up with individuals from Coca-Cola, Channel 4. I'm hosting that. Daniele's on that well, and Robert. So come and join us for that. Should be great. And that gives you enough time if you're planning anything for IMD, which I believe is the 19th of November. We've got our Level Up Summit happening in December. If you're focusing on women in tech, do come and talk to us about that. We've got a few tables left. It's almost sold out and we've got 3 months to go, but we're brainstorming barriers for women in tech as a collective with 40 other companies. There's all sorts of stuff going on there, from exhibitions, CV clinics, LinkedIn clinics. We've got the whole 9 yards. We've got a room full of career nuggets, and we've also got a technical room. So that's headlined by EY. We've got the International Men's Day brainstorming session, which I alluded to a second ago. We've got a number of different We Are virtuals that happen on We Are the City. These are free. Please share them around your networks. We do roughly one a week. We cover all different topics. We've got some menopause, we've got personal brand, we've got a focus around introverts. So have a look at them. They're on the homepage. You can always book one for free. Other things, we have our podcast as well on We Are Tech, loads of different things in there. We recently had a brilliant session with Carol Stewart around thriving as an introverted leader. And we've also got one more, what we call our Thrive events. These used to be Careers Club. They happen every quarter. And we're going to be talking to an amazing author called Sei Akawuru, who's a women's rights campaigner. And she's written a book around how to stay safe online. So that's all in line with her charity Glitch, who I'm going to get to come and talk to Gender Networks anyway. But do keep your eye out for that. We're just finding a host for that meeting at the moment, but it will happen in November. So something for you to look out for. Other things, Gender Network surveys coming, please complete it. This is a great tool for all Gender Networks members. Kindly again hosted by EY. That survey will be coming around in the next few weeks. You'll have a couple of weeks to fill it in, and then obviously we'll have the report pulled together by EY and we'll present that back to you early February. It's a fantastic business case for you to kind of look at the landscape of networks across a multitude of different industries and see what they're doing, see what their strategic goals are, see how they're engaging men, what their budgets are and stuff like that. So if we don't all complete it, then obviously we don't have that richness of data. We'll have a final meeting at the end of the year. Thank you, Simmons and Simmons, for offering to host us. And I thought, as we haven't been together, it would be lovely for you guys to come in person if you can. So I'm going to do a little speed network so that you get to meet everybody. We're going to have to meet the speakers. So I'm going to invite some speakers that we highly recommend that have worked for us to come along. So just to give you some ideas around your critical path of events and the learning that takes place within your networks next year. I'm going to do some table workshops with you. We're going to reflect on 2023, what worked, what we want to do more of. We're going to have some 2023. I'm going to make you think about IWD. Believe it or not, March will be upon us before we know it. And then we're going to look at some best practice sharing. Leona, can you mute everyone for me, please? So that's kind of what's coming up with us. So that's all there is from me. I'm going to disappear off because I've got to run to a board meeting after this. So Leona will close. But as ever, we're here for you. Speaker recommendations, event shaping, any advice that you need, any terms agenda. Where do we go for this? Who's good for this? You know, we are your phone a friend. So please don't forget that. That's all part of your membership. So I'm going to hand it over to Emma. So Emma, happy to change your slides for you if there's any behind here, but if you can tell us a little bit about the gender network at UBS, please.